What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Pokemon Berries team. Firstly guys, leave those team suggestions in the comments, do it, go. The highest sum up point will be the winner. If you have a really unique idea, you could put it in there and get picked for a Mystery Monday too. Okay, so thank you to everyone that rocked up to my stream yesterday. It was awesome. We had some really great times and some battles and some laughs like we always do. I wanted to cover this battle because it was rather good. And I thought it was worth uploading. Anyway, let's get to it. Anyway, if you do want to have a battle against me, I do take them in my pimp chat, which is in the description of this video. You can check that out if you want a place to chat or battle and trade. That's the place to be, and that's where I get all these battles from. Alright, so I was running a PU team here. Unfortunately, the opponent was running the same tier as well. Okay, so I have a Grumpig lead. I thought the best option would just be to U-turn out of here, get some super effective damage, and swap out. Staravia isn't exactly the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world. Okay, so I'm going to dodge the Thunder Wave there. I was expecting some sort of statusy move or maybe an attack. Now I'm going to get hit by Focus Blast, right, and it crits me, which sucks. Here I've got the Flame Charge and Simple on my Numel. It's a little bit of a different set to the usual one. I just wanted to boost up my speed, right? Then the Grumpig actually had Rocky Helmet, right? So oh man, and then it's going to outspeed me with the Focus Blast again. Hits 2 in a row and outspeeds me. So I thought I have just enough to speed to take that out, but unfortunately I didn't. Now I had Howl on that set too to boost my attack with the Simple, and I had Magnitude too. It was a crazy ass set, banking on that Magnitude 10. Alright, so Luxray is going to come in here. There was obviously no way Grumpig was going to stay in for another U-turn there. I already knew that was going to happen, so I just went for U-turn there anyway, so I could get whatever swap-in I needed to on the Luxray. Now guys, when you suggest a Pokemon theme team in the comment section, please check the damn playlist before so we're not repeating stuff that's already been done. Please and thank you, because I am searching through there and stuff, and I really appreciate it. And if you see someone else posting something right that's been done, just let them know, and even post a link there. That'd be really helpful. I'd very much appreciate that. Okay, so the Mighty Arbok's is going to come in here. It's going to intimidate my Swalot. Now, Swalot was absolutely excellent in this battle. I will go through what set I was running. So I hit Arbok with a bin, and it does like a critical hit, which is awesome. The Arbok, really the only thing I was worried about with the Arbok, the generic stat on it is like Earthquake with Coil. So I thought, let's go into Staravia and dodge that Earthquake. So that's nice. I've got that. I was running a Choice Banded Swalot there. Now, most of the time you think Swalot as a tanky, support, annoying Pokemon, stally. So yeah, a little bit of surprise, and it can change the battle. Alright, so I knew Sucker Punch was coming, obviously there. I tank that one and take out the Arbok with the Double Edge Reckless from Staravia. Now this is a Choice Scarf Staravia. I've run multiple sets on this. It actually has Final Gambit as well on this set as a little surprise factor too. Obviously I didn't get to use it in this game because I've already taken lots of damage. Alright, so I knew that would draw out the Luxray. Now this Luxray, I was thinking, I wasn't too sure. I had the feeling it was Choice, right? But I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, anyway, it's going to go for the Volt Switch again, and that's not going to do too much on my Roselia. That actually crits me too. Now, this Roselia, it's not actually running something different than the Everlight set. I'm running a sweeping one with Choice Specs. Alright, now, the Mighty Dodrio comes in here. Now, this thing was very, very scary. I didn't have, much to really check this. And it's going to go for the knockoff, but I get the Poison Point ability on it, which is cool there. Okay, so I have no idea what item it's running either. Dodrio can run a choice item nicely as well, like Choice Band, Choice Scarf too. Okay, so I thought, well, I could swap in my Staravia here and go for the Double Edge and try and take this thing out. But it's going to outspeed me with a knockoff, and it's going to knock off my Choice Scarf there. Okay, so Staravia's down. Things aren't looking too hot here. They're not looking too hot at all. Now, I've got the poison damage happening, which is good. Now, really, in this battle, Swalot was, it was my wall in this battle, right? Okay, so Dodger's going to go for the knockoff, right? I've got Sticky Hold. You ain't getting my item. No way. And Juicy Lips, Swalot is going to go for the Ice Punch, Choice Bandit, and take the Dodger out. So that's awesome. That's down. That's a big threat against my team. So that was very, very handy. Now, Avalug's going to come out here. I don't know if they guessed that I was Choice Banded, but it doesn't really matter because Avalug's a defensive wall. I'm not really going to be able to touch it anyway. Okay, so into my Wailmer here. Now, I did change one of the Pokemon on this team, obviously, to that screenshot at the start. I just wanted to make it, all in one tier. It's just much, much easier there. More fairer battle. Okay, so I've got an Everlight Wailmer here, right? This is a rest sleep talker. I've got Skull on this, and I've got Clear Smog as well, so I can't get set up on. And I've got Water Veil, so I can swap into Will-O-Wisp and things like that. Okay, so Luxray is going to come in here. That does some nice damage to it. I don't get a burn. Then the Luxray is going to go for the Crunch here, which was interesting. So I was like, okay, that does quite a bit to me there. I'm running quite specially defensive on this set, so that's why it did so much to me. Okay, so going to sleep here. And now I was like, well, this is, you know, this is the point where it's going to be choiced or not. So it swaps out. That definitely tells me there that it's choiced. Like, they would have stayed in and gone for any sort of electric move to take my Whalmer out. So that 100% confirms it. Okay, Grumpig's going to come in here. Now, for what I'm seeing from this, it doesn't have too much offensive presence, so I thought, let's swap in my Tangler here. So it's going to go for the Taunt against my Tangler. Now, this is a bulky Tangler, a defensive Tangler. I'm just going to go for the knockoff. I like running that on Tangler, and that's going to take out the Grumpig, and I'm getting hurt by the Rocky Helmet a bit, but I've got Regenerator ability, so I can just swap out and heal out whatever damage I get. Okay, so things are starting to look up here. I've got myself into that battle. The Swalot was really the turnaround point there. Okay, so oh, that bow on Avalugg was amazing. Okay, so they actually do a double swap here, and I went for Giga Drain there, and the Mothim comes out there. Mothim looks actually pretty damn cool there with the shiny. Now, this was another important point in this battle, right? I know Mothim very well, and a lot of these style Pokemon love to rely on Quiver Dance, right? And a lot of the other sets were, you know, ones that I could quite easily guess. So I thought, well, Quiver Dance is definitely going to come here. Now, the only thing I was worried about was HP Ground. I was quite confident I could barely live whatever attack they threw at me, and I knew Air Slash was coming my way too as the main stab there. Swallow is an absolute beast. It lives on 11 health. I get the Choice Banded explosion off. I was like, man, that was perfect. As long as it didn't have anything like a Focus Sash, but it didn't matter anyway because it already took prior damage to Giga Drain. So Swalot, that Ice Punch earlier and the Earthquake, damn, he was gold in this battle. Really good stuff there. So definitely try out the old Choice Band Swalot. Perfect surprise factor and hits like a truck. Okay, so Luxray's going to come out. I knew it would. It's definitely Choice Scarf here. With my Tangler, I don't think it can touch me at all. Then it busts out the Ice Fang there, so that's the best move it's got to hit against me. I'm glad it didn't get like burned before from, then again, it was Intimidate, so that didn't matter. My bad. Okay, so I've got Giga Drain here to do some nice damage against it. Tangler's got nice special attack, even with nothing invested in it. Okay, so Luxray clearly can't touch me at all. Now, Avalugg's going to come out. Now, Avalugg is, as you know, is very defensive. But its special defense is a little bit to be desired there. Okay, so I wasn't sure what sort of set this was on Avalugg. I knew that it would have Avalanche. I'm very defensive, as I said. Now, I wanted to get Leech Seed set up on anyway. Like, I didn't want it to swap. Like, I didn't think it was going to anyway, because the Luxray really couldn't touch me. Now, Whalman was basically useless against Luxray if it locked itself into an electric type move, right? So I had that covered. It was just the Avalugg. Okay, so I've got the Leech Seed up. I've got Giga Drain happening. There's not really too much I can do. I'm going to get rid of its knock off its leftovers now, so it's not going to like keep recovering. Now it's going to go for the Avalanche. So I actually run a curse set, which runs pretty cool with Gyro Ball on Avalugg. Just speaking of that, works nicely, and the Recover, and you can pop on Rapid Spin as well if you don't want to have any entry hazards. That can work nicely too. Okay, so this matchup was quite long. It really couldn't touch me here. It needed a big crit on my Tangler. Then I was just going to swap, what I was going to do, I was just going to swap into Whalmer. It didn't have too much to hit me with. Had Rapid Spin and Avalanche there itself. Okay, so I got rid of the Leech Seed. It doesn't have leftovers anymore. It's in range for my Avalugg to take out here. My Tangler to take out the Avalugg. Okay, so Recover has got, I think it's got like 16 or 18 PP max. I've got Giga Drain and I've got Knockoff. It's got no leftovers. It can't recover at all. I've got Synesis as well to heal myself, and I've got Regenerator. There's no way this thing is going to be able to stall me out in a million years. And I've got my Whalmer just to swap in as well and just throw a Scald at it or something like that. Now, I knew Luxray wouldn't be able to swap in either. As I said before, it's only got a little bit of health, and it couldn't afford swapping into that. It's not going to be able to tank a Giga Drain or a Scald, maybe even a Clear Smog from my Whalmer here. So we had a little battle here with the Avalugg and the Tangler for a bit of a while here. I think this actually went to about It's went close to about 30 turns this battle. This was probably the longest bit of the battle here, basically there. But the main thing was I got rid of the leftovers and I basically had more PP than the Avalugg there. Okay, so the Avalugg crisped me with Rapid Spin. It frees itself with the Leech Seed. I'm going to take it out here with the Giga Drain. Finally, now the last Pokemon was the Luxray. As I said, we already figured out through the battle that it was Choice Scarf, right? So I had to pick a move to lock itself into. Now I knew it wouldn't pick electric type move, right? And I knew it would pick Ice Fang. That was the best thing you could do against Tangela, what I'd seen so far, right? So I thought, well, I'm going to swap out here and see what it does. So Wailmer was sort of like my guinea pig to see what move it would do, and it's going to go for the Ice Fang like I thought here. So since I'm quite special defensive, it probably does a little bit more than usual to me here. So I was just trying to get it. Basically all I needed to do was wake up and use Scald or Clear Smoke against this thing to take it out. This one was quite fun to use. I had a couple of battles with it later on after stream, but this one definitely was the best. And it was quite tanky as well. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Check out those playlists for the theme teams. Peace out.